Now, can you hear me? I know you can hear me now because I see the little green balls on the screen that say, well, they say something. They light up. Yeah, yep. CDL holder. Yeah, I don't, no, I don't drive a CDL except for American Truck Simulator. That'd be the only way I would drive a truck. Yeah, it's been kind of slow here. I mean, as far as Beam, I haven't done anything really in about 2 weeks. Yeah, so trying to get back into it. But when you take a break, sometimes it's hard to kind of get your mind set on things. But it's a little bit more complicated than that. You see, I was on a medication that I had to wean off of. I didn't have to, but I said enough's enough. I had to get off the medicine. It was a pain med that uh, it's not a strong one, but it was enough that it altered my thinking. Like I was more interested in doing things um, with Beam then. Now that I don't take the medicine. It's like my interests have changed. I've been walking a lot. Been playing the music keyboard. I don't think you can see it. Yeah, it's back there. I've been doing that. I've been drawing more and trying to get out the house more because I've become a damn part of this floor. My legs started turning into roots and they kind of grew into the ground, so it's hard to leave. I don't know how to put my screen on here. See, I got the iPhone connected, and I got the Camo or Cama Studio or something, and it's just recording what it's got on the thing. Now, probably if I had the something else that is for streaming that I could do the desktop in. But I mean, I'll be honest, I ain't doing nothing in Beam tonight. It'd probably be a few more days. I know I said it was going to be a couple days ago, but I don't know for sure. I don't know. I have some ideas for some things, but I don't know. Just ain't in the mood to do anything like with that. But I can see if I can help. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can help. I need some help with Beam. Well, we all need some help with Beam. Beam will confuse anybody. Yeah, Beam NG is it's one of them love hate relationships. You put a lot into Beam, and Beam gives you back, makes you happy, and then sometimes Beam makes you pretty mad. It's like a woman. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Couldn't imagine not having Beam NG in my life. Yeah, fellows, we're gonna all have to one day go to Beam NG Anonymous. Be like, hello, my name is Terry. I was addicted to Beam NG. Hi, Terry. What? Hi. And so when I was in the Beam NG, well, the house caught on fire, so I ran to the roof and I took my laptop with me. As the fire rose up to the top floor, well, I had a choice. I could jump off the building and be saved by the fireman holding the trampoline, or I could throw the laptop and save my working Beam. So I threw the laptop and I caught on fire. So that's when I knew I had a Beam NG addiction. Yep, this is really awkward. I don't like talking, but at least I don't hear myself. I don't like to do things real time because I got too many things on my mind. It's hard to focus on one thing sometimes. And if I try to do something, talk and answer questions and be navigating inside a beam, well, it's difficult. See, I have this attention deficit disorder that it's a blessing and it's also a curse. The things I do well, but only one thing at a time. Not good at doing multiple things. I'd like to know how to get the damn. I'd like to know how to get the damn thing off of here. Put the actual screen on here. Uh, See, I'd probably have to use shadow play, but I don't know how to do that. I have to look into that more. I mean, people don't come here to see me. They come here to Beam for Beam NG. So uh, I just thought, hell, I ain't streamed myself in like 3 years. I figured, what the hell? It kind of worked for that guy over there at Star Wars Theory. He didn't have his face on there for a long time, and then one day he decided, you know what? I think people want to see me, so they put him on the camera, and then he had millions of viewers. Yeah, no, I'm not going to have millions of viewers. There's not many people interested in learning as much as people like to watch those crashed videos. Now that is something I'm not good at doing. I can tell y'all now, I can't do them damn things worth a damn because, well, I'm impatient. And if I mess with the AI and it don't do what it's supposed to do, I mean, I can deal with a few, resets and whatnot, but since I don't use the replay camera mode, like where you record and then you play back and it plays the game and you can move around, I don't like that shit at all because, well, the shit, when it breaks off the car, it just kind of, looks like that shit when it's going by. It just, you know what I mean? It looks fake as hell. It makes it look really crappy. So I don't like using it. I prefer to use the free cam, where you are controlling the camera as the game is playing, which is kind of hard to do. So it gets frustrating because, well, you don't get that shot that you want. You got to start over. And then the AI decides, you know what, I was going this way, but now I'm going to just stop. Sometimes they don't go into gear when they reset. Like they'll be automatics, but you reset them and they just don't go nowhere. They rev up the engine. You got to tab back to the damn car and then hit the button to make it engage drive. I don't know why it does that. It's been a bug since I started messing with the game about 3 years ago. I don't know. I gotta figure something out here. So I got the new NVIDIA thing. It's the NVIDIA app. And in here, it's got the different settings for like doing. I'm looking at them now. It says Alt Z to open NVIDIA overlay. Oh, I was hitting the wrong key. No wonder it didn't come up. I thought it was Control Alt Z for some reason. So record, instant replay, screenshot, photo mode, highlights, game filter, microphone off. See, this ain't going to work, I don't think. Well, it's recording, but it's not, you're not seeing it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know. If somebody knows how to get this or I can have my face and the game at the same time. We're just like I'm up in the little corner, like right there, just oh, trying to get my hand right there. So like right here. Shit. You know what I'm saying. Right in that damn corner. That's where I'd like my little picture to be. Yeah, you know what? You know, it's this is quite strange. It's like talking on an answering machine when you're leaving a message for somebody, and then you leave a long message, and you thought, God damn, I talked too long. I talked like 10 minutes, and then you want to, damn hit three to re-record. Hmm, do that all the time. What is your user stream? I'm using this Cam Studio. It's yeah, Camo Studio, and of course the device is the only thing I got. The iPhone, and I can do these different lenses. Which is an old iPhone 8 Plus, so it doesn't do a whole lot. And I'm going to rotate the screen. It only lets me do like 720p, unless you pay for the Pro version. Then you can go up to, man, but don't do 4K. That sucks. Huh. The 1080p. See, Shadowplay records now at 120 frames per second. Yeah, OBS, I did try to install that one time. And one time it worked, and then the next time, I think I got some bullshit from GitHub or something that wasn't actually what it was supposed to be. And I never got that damn thing off my system. Um, let me see. I'll pull it up. OBS Studio. Let's see. Windows. It's probably gonna. I'd probably look into this more after I get it installed. I won't be able to figure this out and talk at the same time. It just ain't gonna happen. But I will look at it and see if I can get it working. Yeah, that way I can send my desktop and the little picture. Because if you're in Beam, I think it's important that people see that everyone gets mad when you're messing with the world editor. And I think it'd be kind of funny to see like expressions people make, when they're making things, and like, damn, they got the same damn problem I do with them damn textures. Yeah, you never really figure everything out. And now that I've been away for about 2 weeks, I forgot a lot of stuff. Luckily though, I got a lot of notes, so I won't have any issue. Just take me a little bit to get back into uh, the swing of things. There's a wall that I made. It was that cement wall. That was the last thing I actually worked on. It broke into 5 pieces. It's on the repo, but somebody did a review of it on the internet. They did one of those where they download the mod and then they do a whole video on it. And it was pretty good. It was pretty funny to watch. But one of the things he suggested, he said, would have it break in more places. So I thought, well, I will do even more than that. I'll put rebar in it. So I have an inner mesh, like of metal that bent, it bend just like metal. And then on the outside would be the cement. Then that damn thing. I got the little rebar things to work, but I never did get them attached to the wall. Uh, and then I started cutting the wall more. I was like, damn, I'll just cut it like 20 times. Like every piece that can break, be very dynamic. And it got so boring, man. I couldn't keep my eyes open. It's fun when you making things like for the first time and you're excited it's going to work and whatnot. But after you done made something and you got to go back to it and do more to it, yeah, that shit ain't no fun. It ain't no fun at all. The most boring thing that I ever have seen or worked on was stuff related to the Pixar cars. That shit got old. I got tired of hearing about it. Well, for one, Disney don't want you doing it. Two, I don't do whole cars. I just ain't got time to do that. That's a shitload of learning that's involved with doing an entire car. And the thing is, everybody makes cars already. I want to do something different. I want to do something that nobody does. Things that haven't been done. That's what I like to do. The weird stuff like a rat that runs across the street and gets run over. I also thought about making an alligator that is like a speed bump, but he can walk across the road. It'd be pretty easy to do that. I don't know. I've got a lot of ideas for things. I just got to figure out how to focus again. It's just one of them deals, man. I got to get my mind back right. But I have been doing a lot of walking. I was 217. I'm down to 183 now. So lost a lot of weight. Hey, Kane, what's going on? Long-time viewer. Totally agree about pushing the limits to what the engine can do. Yeah, man, I like doing shit that nobody does. I mean, things that nobody would think about doing. Like the tornado, using the force field with a reverse magnet, for example, where it sucks in the cars. That was something I worked on for a while. I did manage to make it mobile so it could move around. But the problem was that I didn't know enough about the Lua that I really understood how to rewrite it. I even asked ChatGPT. I said, look, this thing is pushing the cars away, so I use a negative value. And I said, well, what I want it to do is stay on. So if you turn on the tornado to be the magnet, that it stays on. And you can tab to the other car. But what happens is when you tab to the other car, that car becomes the magnet. So whichever car you tab to becomes whatever. And I never did figure that out. I spent days and days. I even bugged Tony Courtney about it. I say, hey, man, you think you could figure this out? If I give him something easy, ask him for something easy, like, hey, man, can you make a particle? Like, just when something breaks, make it a particle, and that didn't take him no time to do. But I think the magnet thing, that was pretty much going to be a hell of a lot of work for him, because he said something about being real busy. I don't know. He said something funny. I figured he didn't really want to mess with it, so I didn't bug him about it. Ain't really much else going on. I mean, I just ain't been in the mood lately to do Beam. But I mean, that's what I'm here for now. I'm just like kind of answer some questions people have. If it's something easy that I can answer. But I don't know. A lot of damn marks on that wall, ain't there? You see that one up there? Right there. You see that one? I can't. You see it back there? Right there, that vertical one. You see, yeah, that was an iPhone. Yeah, I threw it across the room at the wall really fast. Well, I didn't expect it to put a hole in the wall. The other one, I don't know how that one got there. I should know it's a big hole, but I don't remember. There's another one there, and another one there. I tried to fix that stuff and bought some, it's like a mesh. You put the shit on the wall, then you rub that stuff on it, then you're supposed to sand it out flat. Well, the problem was a hole that size, when you put the mesh on, you put that stuff on it. Then as it starts to dry, it'll start to sag out and like make a bubble. You know what I mean? And it's not flat anymore. Yeah, iPhones, man, I love them, but they're such a pain in the ass because they're always asking for shit you don't remember, like Apple ID password, which is different than this password. It's like, God, man, uh, I got an old iPhone too, so it sucks. It's an old 8 Plus, and that damn thing battery doesn't stay charged long. Yeah, yeah, it's been a nice break. I'm definitely uh definitely getting out more. Definitely. So I don't really know what to say. I just not good at doing this kind of stuff. I don't ever really like live streaming in the game either. Like if I'm making something and I live stream it, because you always get people that want to jump in and ask stuff that has nothing to do with the topic at hand. Shit that takes you off the subject matter, then go back to what they're asking, and you just end up damn getting sidetracked. That's what happens when people. I don't know. I don't like doing them. But then sometimes I just get really irritated, and I just turn it, just reach up, turn the computer off, just hit the button, turn it off. That's how I end the live stream. I just turn them off. How old am I? I am an old 50-year-old. 50. Halfway to 100. Getting old. I know when I first started doing the videos for the internet, I'd get so mad when my wife would walk in while I'm in the middle of doing something and she would talk and say, uh, and I'd just give her that look. I'd be like, you see what I'm doing? I'm working. Yeah, I'm working. But now she don't like to come in here at all. Now I don't hurt her feelings. I told her, look, you could help. You could go through the comments and help sort them out and make sure I'm getting them all. So I know right now I got well over 200 that I haven't even seen. Probably more than that. And usually about 5 or 6 per day come in, which don't sound like a lot, but I don't like to answer things with just a simple, answer. If somebody asks something and I take the time, I'd like to give a more detailed, you know, response. More quality, less quantity. That's how I look at it. Uh, you can't believe what that I'm real. Uh, yeah, I don't know, man. I like to mess around when I record the videos sometimes and talking them different voices and stuff. You got to make it fun in some way. You got to do stuff to make it more interesting because it's boring as hell listening to tutorials and stuff. Yeah, yeah, I appreciate it. 61, damn, you getting a little older too, like Havoc NG. I think Havoc is close to 60. I don't think he's 60 yet. That's my buddy Havoc NG. The first question I ever had for a tutorial website. I asked his website. I said, "Look, I was having problems with importing in stuff," and he was able to answer my question, and he was like, if I haven't made a video on it, I'll make a video on it to help you. And I thought, damn, that's really nice. The guy's gonna make a video just for me. So I thought that was really impressive that he took time to do all that. Um, I try to do some requests here. I try to do some of them. But there's no way to do all of them. There's no way. I mean, it takes me a long time to make like a track. I get like tell you track making, that is like a love hate relationship. You know, yeah, the animated models. Havoc really took off with that. He really started messing a lot with that. Sketchfab. He'd get the models and he'd do the send them through there and not sketch. Is it Sketchfab? I forgot the damn name of the app. You basically would put the model in there and it would animate it. The problem is sometimes when you put it in the beam, it would be deformed. Like the arms would look like, they'd look like taffy, just be stretched out. Kind of look like the damn things from, that the weird looking things from Dead Space. That's what your people would start to look like. Mixamo, that's it. Yep, yep. I only have one channel, and I only got time for one. I would never have two channels. Hell, I barely can handle one channel. Yeah, well, applying all transforms is one thing. Sometimes, I don't know why, but sometimes something's off. Mostly the problem that I've seen was like stuff related to the, I guess, like the scale would be wrong. Like the bones, the armature. The armature would be incorrect. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the way the things were attached when they were made, but there's like a hierarchy of stuff. I don't even know how to explain it. I can't think. Hell, I'm thinking right now. It's something to do with the armature, with the orientation of each one. I don't know. I'd have to look at it again. I can't think. I had made a few videos on it, like how to fix it, and then sometimes some things from there would still mess up. So people ask too about, man, why can't they make things animate and have physics, like that? Well, if you think about the way the game works, it doesn't. It's not like a traditional game. It's where it's just basic collisions. This beam uses more like a realistic simulation. So if something was animating, right, and it was going to have a collision mesh that animated too, which it can't. But if it did, the way it would do it, well, I don't know how the hell I'd do it, or I'd do it. But it basically is like something teleporting to the next spot each frame. It's going to have to reappear and reapply all. What the hell is it? Control F7. Damn it! It's gonna bug me now. I can't think. What the hell is it? When you put a road in there and then you want it to have the collisions, there's something. Alt F7. Alt. Shit. I'm getting old. I can't remember anything. Let me load it up. But yeah, basically when you do that, give me a minute. I would think there's probably going to be a spring update pretty soon. Yeah, let's see here. It is, what am I trying to remember? Rebuild collisions. God damn. Re- rebuild collisions. That's what I was trying to remember. So yeah, if something animated, it'd have to rebuild the collisions every time it moved to a new frame. But it doesn't have momentum, so it would be basically disappearing and reappearing. If you ever reset your car inside another car, you know how it just fuses to it and messes it all up. Well, that would be how something would animate. It would do too if the collision mesh did move. But since it don't, uh, I don't know. Maybe one day they'll make it so that it does that. That'd be pretty cool. Make it easier on everybody. I think by the time they get the game finished, they'll probably have more ease of use. Like it'll be easier and more dummy proof to mod. But I wouldn't really hold your breath on that. I mean, other games like that mod, I don't think it's exactly easy to mod anything. I think everything takes a while to get familiar with. They don't make it so that if everybody could mod, then there probably wouldn't be nothing special about it. Man, you know they probably got ideas for a second beam. They're probably like, yeah, we got some shit that would look real good. It have breaking millions of places, you know. But we're gonna need a 6080 to run it and a 50 core CPU or 100 core, whatever is out in a couple of years. They probably got ideas for a lot of stuff like ground deformation, but people don't like to give up performance. So if you add something like ground deformation or ray tracing, uh, well, people aren't going to be happy. Some people will be happy. Some people will be they'll be pretty upset. They'll say, "Man, I was getting 80 frames a second. Now I'm getting 20." But the ground deforms. So I think that'll be something that I think they'll have to redo a lot of stuff to do that. I think that's going to be a major thing to do. I know at some point they already said they're adding in what's it called dirt accumulation. So you know, I think that'll be pretty good. I don't know if they're going to do the ground deformation. I hope they do at some point. Even if they don't, they should at least have like War Thunder uses like a ground deformation, but it's that parallax stuff. It's where it's really flat, but it's using parallax. I think that would be just something that would look a little better, wouldn't cost the performance. Yeah. Well, I got that SnowRunner game, but I ain't good at that. I got damn stuck trying to get something unstuck. Um, I got pretty irritated trying to figure that game out. I wasn't good at that. Now the skid marks, I did make some. Basically changed the skid mark in the game, made it so that it is a just a normal map of a dirt groove. It worked all right, but it worked on everything. So if you skid it on the asphalt, it would do the same thing as it would do on the dirt. It looked funny. Particles was something else I was messing with before I took a break. It was I figured out because I made a mod and I submitted it to the repository, and they said, "Well, we can't use it because it's overwriting game files." And so I realized that when you're editing the particles, if you want to make new particles, basically, or change, if you want to change, like say glass that breaks and you want to make the glass break with a better looking glass. Well, you can't do it to their particle. You have to make a new one, and you got to name it so that it's like BNGP number 99, for example. I think they stop at 81 or 82, but you have to make a new numbers. That way, you're not overriding their file. You're not changing anything. You're just adding to it. So I realized how much more work that was going to be, and I said, well, I'm going to put that off a while. So I want to do all the particles for like make it more realistic crash. One thing, if you ever watched live crashes, like not live, you know what I mean, replays of crashes, real ones, there's always a lot of dust. There's a lot of smoke. Really, you don't really see a lot of stuff. It's just kind of like a bunch of smoke. You don't really see a lot of stuff. And then when you do see the stuff, you can't really make out what it is. Radiator leaks, that's something the game don't have, but that's common when you get in a wreck in a car. You know, you hit something head on, the radiator gets punctured, and you that shit starts leaking all over the place. Now, I could do a mod that's got like a hose connected to where the engine's at. I mean, it's not actually connected to it. It's just a visual connection, just for, you know, cosmetics. And you can make the hose basically when the node from the hose breaks off the node that you got it set to on the, say, where the engine's located. When that node breaks, it'll emit a particle, like a new one, like the green antifreeze. That would be something that'd be pretty cool. Or oil drips or something. Now that's something I did do, but it was just for visual. It wasn't anything that had any real, it didn't really make oil. It didn't like put oil on the ground and the other cars get in it and they slide around. It didn't do that. It was just more of a visual thing. And hell, unless you had it running at 4K, you couldn't see them little drops very well. So I was like, man, this is a waste of time. This isn't worth the effort. I can't think of a hell of a lot to say, really. I'm about to get off of here. I just wanted to do a quick video, kind of let people know I'm real. Because nowadays you never know what's AI. Hey, y'all see Havoc NG's videos? The guy's doing some really cool stuff with that damn what the hell that damn thing's called? The thing that makes like computer art and it morphs into other computer art. Yeah, they got this stuff like that. You know what would be great? Can it show kinetic energy? I don't know. You know, it'd be cool though if they made it where like whatever part broke on the car, it'd tell you how much it's gonna cost to fix it. You know, you do like, or like if Crash Hard, if he knew how to make if he knew how to make the mod so that like when the dummy, like say the arm breaks, you know, from the crash, it would say, you know, broke arm, just kind of like how the car's got damaged parts. You'd have like the limbs that you broke on the person. Trials, the game Trials, the very first one, that had a little mini game that did that. It basically counted the broken bones depending on how bad the crash was. I thought that was cool. Yeah, man. You know what I've really been doing mostly is working on little small short tunes, just play along with like the video introduction. And I got about 8 different projects that I started. One of them I did like. You won't think you can hear it. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to hear it. If you heard it, it would be coming through the microphone from a distance. It ain't gonna sound right. But I've been doing a lot of those little short songs. Like, try to make the videos a little more damn interesting. I know tutorials are boring, and I know people don't like to watch really long tutorials, but sometimes you got to make them long because they have no way to explain it other than just taking a long time to explain it. But of course, if I can simplify something, I'll redo a video. If I later find out that like this way was the long way of doing it, I'll update the video or I'll make a new video. I can't believe how many damn videos it says I've uploaded. I'd sometimes do 2 or 3 in a day when I was like into like the second year doing the stuff. Let me see. I don't know if I can do it now. I might mess the stream up. Let me see. My channel. That's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, 2,100. That's crazy, man. I can't even believe that. People ask for shit sometimes. I've already made videos. I can't remember if I did or not. It's likely there's a lot of videos that people ask questions that are already made, but you just have to go and look in the little search thing and type in something. Where's my, what I need to get, or what I'd like to get at some point, be a second monitor. So I can have like off to the side, like a separate screen for chat, and then the main screen for doing the tutorials. Because it gets kind of confusing moving around different windows, and Windows 11 makes it a little easier because it kind of like auto places them by just, you can kind of go off to the side of the screen and it'll say, okay, would you like it over here and this one over there? So that makes it a little easier. Yeah, I got a 4K monitor myself. I got the Ultra Gear. I don't remember the number. I know the damn thing was like $1,200 at the time. 140. It was at the time. It was pretty fast, I guess. Like the 0.1 millisecond response time, 144 hertz. But it could overclock. I don't know why you'd overclock the hertz, but you could squeeze another 18 hertz out of it if you really wanted to. But yeah, it's a 4K screen. The only thing is it's 32 inch. And I'm used to having like a 46 inch TV. And it was 4K. But that was a little too much. I mean, when you're trying to do something on a TV that big and it's flat, it's not curved. So you're doing a lot of, you're looking all over the place. It's not, it's a damn workout, what it is. You'll be looking all around, your neck will be sore. That'd probably be easier just to have a separate screen, just, not have to look all around the damn place. Now I see why people get those ultra wides, the one that's kind of rounded. That makes a lot more sense, having a rounded screen that, yeah, triple curve screen, man, that'd be awesome. Yeah, that would be. Now, let me ask you this. If you got a 4K, if you're outputting 4K, because I got a 4080, so I usually put it in 4K, everything at 4K. But if you have 3 screens, all at the same resolution, is that like the GPU having to do 4K, 8K, what's 12K worth of screen? That's That's a damn lot of asking is what that is. I would seem like the only way you could probably do that would be like if all three are at 1080p. Yeah, that would be how you'd have to do it, depending on the game, if they got DLSS or not. But yeah, the only thing about three screens, I see them, they look really cool, but you still got the damn little dividers that make the separate the monitors. And that would be like an OCD thing where I just could not get around the fact that there's two little things on the side of the monitor that separate from the other monitors. So it kind of breaks the immersion, I guess. But I would like to get three screens. I did get VR at one point. I had the old Oculus Rift, and field of view sucked on that thing. It was only like 90 field of view. So when you had it on, what it looked like is you always had this like you would always see the sides of the damn thing inside your peripheral vision, you know. So it always looked like you were looking inside of a damn box. It didn't look like, you know, like that where you could see everything. It made you feel like you were confined. And that should make you sick, you know, like motion sickness. But I think now they got a lot wider ones. The wider field of view is like 120 degrees, which should pretty much eliminate that thing on the side. But yeah, I ended up throwing that thing away. I messed it up. I was cutting some cables. Well, actually, I was cutting something on the wall, and I cut through the damn cable to one of the damn cameras, and I wasn't buying another camera. I just got so irritated with the thing, I threw it away. I figured, well, if I ever get another one, it'd probably be like HC with the Vive, whatever the Vive is. But I'm not in no hurry to do that. Uh, Now the PS5, I wouldn't mind getting that, like for the VR. They got the PS5 Pro coming out, and they said the specs on it, that's gonna be like 33 teraflops, um, which is more than the 10 that it's got now, but it's still less than the 4080, 50. But not 30. 30 is not bad. That would probably be the equivalent of like a 4070 or the one under that. Probably what it's equivalent to. Well, hell, folks, I'm gonna get off of here. I reckon I'm gonna do something different. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have something posted. I'll get something made, even if it's just a short, simple video. I'll try to get something posted. Hey, well, thank you for tuning in. Multi-screen's really working though. Yeah, man, that would be something that would be nice. Hey, yeah, you take care too, man, and appreciate the long time support. All right, y'all be good now. Look for something maybe tomorrow. Cause I guess I kind of needed to talk to folks, you know, a little bit, kind of get. It helped talking to y'all. it kind of made this type of motivation again, you know, where it's like, man, yeah, people like the channel, man. So yeah, I appreciate y'all being here and listen to me ramble on for damn near an hour. So y'all take it easy, and I'll see you soon. All right, maybe tomorrow.